this is K.N.Fitzwater and you're watching my channel. As you can tell, I've been away for a while. It's been 6 months since I did a last video back in December. And the reason for being is that Benny had a stroke. It's technically called a logistic error where the programming of the hard drive could not work or connect with the operating system. So while everything else is functioning in Benny, his brain just kind of spazzed. And I couldn't bring up the operating system through that old brain. Until now. So this is a WD blue hard drive. It's the most reliable hard drive that my whole family depends upon. I depend upon it. It's easy to access the data from it in case something like a logistic error occurs. It's a really great product. I recommend it. So eventually I will put it into Benny and I'll be able to start my YouTube videos. What I've been doing since then, I was working on beta reading. That's all finished back in February. Got everyone's feedback. I analyzed it all. I searched through what is the majority voice of the beta readers. And I am now in my editing. It's going so much faster than the previous edits. And I am hoping to be done sometime in June. After this editing phase, I'm going to take probably a week before I go into the next editing phase, which will be curating the story, so it will be suitable for agents and editors. It's never going to be the final draft until it's published. But hopefully it will be a good enough draft for agents and editors to say, sure, we'll go ahead and work with this. Currently, the Doppelganger Queen, the novel I'm working on, expanded since the first draft. The first draft was very close to 80,000 words. When I had it ready for beta reading, it went to 92,000. And currently, I'm halfway through the process. I'm looking at probably somewhere between 100,000 to 110,000 words. Now, you probably thought, oh, that's too much for a novel. And for any novel beyond sci-fi and fantasy, yeah, I can see that. But this is a fantasy novel, and a lot of the beta readers had asked for a lot more depth to the surrounding areas, a lot more depth of the culture, a little bit more description of the characters, a little bit more insight to their internal monologues, etc. So they wanted more of the story, which I take it as a good sign. They wouldn't want to ask more if it was a horrible story or if it's a horrible concept. I will make more videos on beta reading as I go. There's another question that came from one of you viewers that I wasn't able to answer because of the lack of, Benny's hard drive. So I'm able to answer that relatively soon. I don't know when, but I want to take care of it as soon as I can before I accept any more answers from all of you. It will be concerning how characters handle truth. Each character differs on how they handle truth depending on what type of arc they have in the story. Whether it's a positive arc where they improve as a better person, a flat arc where they don't change but the world around them alters by their actions, or the negative arc, which is your fallen hero arc. It also depends on what they believed in the very beginning of the story. Do they actually believe in an actual truth? Or is it a lie, an outright lie, that they believe it was true but it's not? and how does that progress throughout the story. So I'm going to make probably 1 or 2 videos on that. We'll see how long they are. I want to thank you all for your patience for such a really long pause in the channel. I did not mean for it to go to 6 months at all. I was hoping that it would be no more than 3 months. I will be able to hop back on and have some videos for you. So if there were any other tags I had missed out, or writing tags, or if there were any questions that you were wanting to ask and weren't able to because I was absent, I apologize. So I'm now back, and I'm going to crank out some more videos as often as I can. I also have a website. It is currently more of an archive website of other social media platforms. So if you want to catch up what I've been doing on my blogs, you could check in the blog section. You could look at my Instagram photos. If you so wish, if you don't have Instagram, you could go to the website. I'm always active on Instagram, and I'm always going to be active on Facebook. So if you have Facebook, you are able to go to my little writing group and join in, ask me questions there. So yeah, that's just the wrap. Eventually I'll get to taking care of Benny. Operating system, I'm going to back up. And if you see this video, yeah, everything's all done and it's all squeaky clean. Talk to you later. Bye!